Hey guys, Life of Rio here, and today we're gonna have a fun run with Oberon. Now, it's been a lot of talk, guys, going around about Oberon being the worst frame in the game, and that's just not true. Oberon's not the worst frame in the game at all. He is one of the most balancedly built frames in the game, and so if he's balancedly built and you can't just make anything OP on him, if that's what makes him the worst frame in the game, then that's just the worst mentality that I've heard in a long time. But for some reason, I cannot seem to get through to anybody about him not being the worst frame in the game. Now, most of these people don't even play Oberon, but they just go off what they heard and not what they've seen, correct? So the thing is with Oberon, I have a friend who has 4 formers on him, who is amazing with him, goes end game with him all the time, and I actually know other Oberon players who are really good. So I'm like, since I know these people, there's no way he's the worst frame in the game. And in no way, shape, or form am I an Oberon player. So what I did was, I was like, I'm gonna go form my Oberon at least once, you know, level him up, get to play with him a little bit, see how he is in game. Went to go do my first survivor run, went with Oberon after I decided on what build I was gonna do. And I was just like, wow, Oberon is just a great frame, right? His 4th ability, which is what I mainly focused on because it had so many different functionalities behind it, has the blind. If you don't kill the enemy, it blinds them, radiates them, and slams them, which is an amazing crowd control. So I told this one guy that Oberon can do all of these things with just one ability, and he has like his first ability is up there with one of the best with his, you know, crowd control off that first ability. His reply was, well, if you're going to say that about Oberon, it doesn't matter if you bring him because why worry about his radiation when you could just do Nick? Okay, that's not the point. The point isn't to compare him with another ability. The point is to say if he's the worst frame in the game, meaning he cannot handle end game content, which is not the case because majority of Warframe players don't go to end game content anyway, so they're just going off speculation of what they heard and not what they've seen, like I've said before. But Oberon is no way, shape, or form the worst frame. He's a great frame. You should definitely check him out. I think he needs at least 2 formers, if that. But I know I only needed 1 for this build because of the Excellence slot, and that's the only case about it. But on this build, it was a hour and 15-minute run, and my first down was at 74 minutes, which I was kind of proud of since I'm not an Oberon main in the first place, and he's still able to go pretty far. With his 3rd ability, you just have to use it at the right time. Basically, you have to make sure you're not in danger if you're not using natural talent, and cast the heal. And any frame that can heal is a great, you know, benefit towards your gameplay. I told the guy, I was like, hey, Oberon can heal though. Well, why bring Oberon when you have a Trinity? We're not talking about Trinity, alright? That's not the point. We're just talking about Oberon and what he brings to the table. And he actually helps, alright? And then another thing that people don't want to consider is that if Oberon's the worst frame in the game because of his abilities, then you might want to say Rhino until his buff, because only thing Rhino has is his Rhino Roar and Stomp. And if you're building for Roar, your Stomp is limited unless you just have like a maxed out crazy form of Rhino, okay? So let's take a look at my Oberon. Like I told you guys, this was a 1 form of build. And he's really fun. Honestly, Oberon's a really fun frame. Still won't main him. Just wanted to, you know, show you guys what he can do, and hope that you guys don't really, you know, just throw him away, and definitely dust him off and give him a try. Now, this build was, like I said, it's an all CC build, so I hope you guys try it. It's really fun. You definitely need a really strong weapon though. So that's the thing with this build. You need a strong weapon. And like I said, guys, any frame can go to end game. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment and subscribe. And by the way, Shade is the best sentinel. Just throwing it out there.